Oh, Dad, look at that.
Look at what?
The mess.
This is a boatyard office, Avril, not a living room. You're as bad as your mother was. What do you want, anyway? I got a message to say you wanted to see me.
Oh, that was over 2 hours ago. Your girlfriend rang. She wants you to ring her back.
Mrs. Davis Seagram is not my girlfriend. She's just a client, right?
Oh, yes, I remember. Oh, hang on. Something I got to get clear with you. The accounts are up to date now. The journal and the ledger make sense now. Bill already has the order book, which is also up to date.
So?
So I shan't be around for the next week or so. Well, there may be a takeover at Relton Marine, so I shall be there most of the time if I'm wanted. All right?
Just a minute. Who's going to run this place?
Oh, I dare say you and Tom can manage between you. You never stopped telling me how you had no problem before I came back. Now prove it.
Mermaid yacht. Oh, hello, Caroline. Yes, I was down in the estuary doing a repair job. Tonight? Well, Oh, fantastic. Yes. I'll really look forward to that, Caroline. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye now.
You always dig your own grave, don't you, Dad? What is it this time? Dinner? Dance?
Concert. Chamber music.
Well, at least you won't have to go anywhere Saturday week. We are going to a wedding.
Oh, you too?
Mm. Me too. Fancy that, as they say.
You in the chair, or do I start a new round?
Well, it's my round, old boy. What's your poison?
Scotch and water.
Another 3 whiskies, please. On my account.
You drinking them in pairs?
Be a pleasure, Ken, but actually I've got the little lady with me tonight.
Ah, it's very nice. Where did she go?
She's powdering her nose or whatever.
Thought we were going to talk turkey tonight.
So we are, chum. That's why the little lady. Never make a move without her say-so. Here she comes. It's my wife, Sarah. Ken Masters, the guy I told you about.
Ah, hello, Ken.
Hi. Please.
No, why don't we find a table? It's so much easier to talk.
Good idea, Mrs. Foster.
Please, call me Sarah.
There are a few business matters to attend to. Getting together a printed order of service and I'd like you to meet Peter. Come along. But what we also have to do together is to place this ultimate commitment in its Christian context. If you're planning to have a family...
Oh, yes, of course.
Good. This is one of the things that creates the marriage bond. And it is in itself creative. Marriage is not just about gazing into each other's eyes, but about giving children parents who love each other.
But the way I see it, Ken, you want a partnership on nothing more than your land.
Well, that's not strictly true. Now, I could commit myself to some working capital, but that land alone is worth £250,000. It's prime river frontage.
Oh, it's a perfect site. No one's denying that. I had a look at it this afternoon. Oh, you did well acquiring that.
Yes, I thought so.
But our dealership and stock is worth slightly more than that. Independent valuation.
Diminishing assets. Now, my asset is appreciating. You see, I'd look after the retail side of things. I have a lot of contacts through the chandlery business. Now, you get rid of your land. I mean, you'll never sell anything there. You're hiding your boats, not flogging them. You'll get 80 to 100 grand ready cash in your pocket.
And what do you get out of it, cash-wise?
A director's fee. Well, we'll each take that. And a sales commission on your present stock. Thereafter, all profit is equally divided.
I don't know. Seems all right to me. Could do with that ready cash.
What for? Another racing boat? Why is this so important to you, Ken?
Any business that isn't expanding is already declining. Now, I want to use that side of mine. But I haven't got enough operating capital to buy expensive stock. Unless I sell some of my assets. And I don't intend to do that. Now, you have the stock and can't shift it. I would have thought we were made for each other, wouldn't you?
Could be. I can't choose. What do you think?
Ah, there you are. Oh, do forgive me. Small problem with the parishioner. Have we settled upon anything yet?
Well, we've agreed upon the traditional bridal march and the Mendelssohn for the going out.
I'm so pleased. I must be very conservative at heart, but I like them so much. What about the anthem?
That's what we're having problems with.
Can I suggest, dear Lord and Father of Mankind?
Isn't that very long?
Not in Peter's version.
Gran? Someone to see you. I'll be going now. I won't be back till late, okay?
Good night, darling. I'm afraid Jan is in Southampton, Mr. Masters. I imagine she won't be back until late.
Yes, I did know that.
Indeed.
Present for the bride. And I thought we might have a drink. You and me, that is.
Beware of Greeks bearing gifts.
Oh, I'm not a Greek, Mrs. Harvey. I was born in Shoreditch. I had no advantages, certainly not a classical education. Do you like brandy?
My tipple, as it happens.
So I'd heard.
I think you better sit down.
Thank you.
Oh, what's all this in aid of?
Well, two things. One is easy.
Perhaps we'd better dispense with that one first.
Would you consider working at my boutique full-time? In your own right. Not helping Jen out.
What's behind that offer, I wonder?
Nothing. God's honor. You've been holding the fort for some time now. I've watched you and I've watched the books. You're very good at it. Now, I can't pretend to myself that Jan is ever coming back. She says she's still running it for me, but you and I both know that isn't true. Well, what about it, Mrs. Harvey?
And the other matter?
I can't get through to Jan.
And you think you might get to her through me?
Is she happy?
Ask her.
I'm asking you because I don't think she's being honest with herself. And you're the only person who knows whether she is.
It doesn't follow that you'd be any happier if you continued your affair, Mr. Masters.
I never wanted just an affair, Mrs. Harvey. I wanted her to marry me. I still do.
You forget. She's already married.
I understand your feelings, but that's in the past. A couple of weeks ago, you told me to let her get on with her own life. But I care for her. I want to take care of her. And that's something she didn't get from Tom Howard. Not for a long time.
Tomorrow. Lynn, darling!
Coming!
There's so much to do. Do make sure the cards attach the gifts. Otherwise, we shall end up thanking the wrong people. Steak Alec and I made.
Do you like these?
Oh, they're lovely, darling.
Turned out well, haven't they? Gran, can I wear your pearl earrings?
Of course, darling. Something borrowed.
Something blue.
Lynn, you know right.
I hunted high and low for this. I drew it about somewhere. Come on.
I will not permit my wife to wear such a thing. I am so glad my mother is not alive today to witness the crazy people that I am now involved with.
Oh, shut up and come and give me a hand.
Well, I better go and see the caterers. There's some confusion about numbers.
All right, darling.
How'd you go then?
Oh, it's you. Yeah, it went fine. I think we can do business.
So what happens now?
How do you mean?
Well, I'm giving up my room at the Sailor. I was thinking I could move back in with you for a bit, if you like.
Look, Dawn, you did me a bit of a favor. I'm not mean. I'll give you a finder's fee. 500 quid. What? But that's it. Nothing else. There's no going back. No more lovey-dovey stuff. That's all washed up. All right? There you go. Cheers, Don.